Alright y'all, back with another classic A-body. Today we got a 1970 Buick Skylark GS. Super solid car all the way around. Let's go ahead and get into it. First thing you notice, she is finished in beautiful red, white interior. New tires all the way around the corner, all around. Paint, I would say this car is a prime candidate for a respray. You can clearly see where the paint has started to fill, and then you got crow's feet as well. So 100% not gonna lie to you, this is a good candidate for a repaint. It's clearly a daily driver. Whoever had it, they drove it, they loved it, they made sure it rolled good, but they didn't care about the looks. So front fender is good. Body is very solid all the way around this car. As you move down the door, no crazy dents. Door looks to be aligned properly. Don't see any bubbling or any paint peeling along there. We're just gonna keep on moving as we come to this rear quarter. Again, no bubbling, no waves, no dents. Beautiful, beautiful body, very nice and straight. And again, you guys can see under here, you can see those crow's feet. So just come from actually enjoying the car, being outside, being out in the sun. It happens. Bumper looks solid, nice and straight. Chrome looks good. I don't see any rust, any pitting. I always thought this was super dope on Buick bumpers, how they put that on there. Thought it was just a cool little touch. Driver side fender, you guys can see it's nice and straight. And like I said, as you see, if you guys can look past the fact that it will need to be resprayed, body is beautiful. You can tell, like I said, the car was super baby. Front windshield's in great shape, no cracks, no rock chips, none of that. And then here's our front fender, also in solid shape. Looking at the hood, obviously the top of the cars are always going to have the most issues when it comes to paint, because they get beat down on by the heat and everything else the most. So your trunk and your hood, that's where you're going to see the majority of the issues that I'm talking about. See the air induction hood. Front bumper looks beautiful. Again, no rust, nice and straight. Let's go ahead and pop this hood. Super solid underneath. 350 car. You guys can always tell by the paint on the block and the valves how good it's been, well maintained. It's an AC equipped car. Power brakes, power steering. Very solid underneath. Make sure I shut that. Let me get the keys. For y'all say I grabbed the wrong key. There's a couple keys on here. So let's try this bronze one. There we go. Trunk is nice and clean. It's carpeted. Obviously they put this here. I can tell by how clean the black carpet is. Underneath is beautiful. No splatter paint to hide anything. No soft spots, no holes. We'll check that out once we get it on the rack as well. Interior looks beautiful, well maintained. You kind of see it's like a, I don't know if this is ivory and white or like bone and white, but you can see it's two different, designed that way obviously, but it looks beautiful. No rips, no tears, no stains. Everything is where it should be. Carpet looks great as well. Appears to be original. Passenger door panel, again, no warping, no rips. Manual windows. Passenger seat. I don't even see any wear patterns on here, so again, you can tell this car was super baby. Dash looks great, no cracks. Let's go ahead and get around to the driver's side. Driver door, just like the passenger door, beautiful condition, nothing to point out here. Again, carpet looks great, and even the driver's seat, no rips, no tears, excellent. Mileage reads 57,157, and then you see the rest of the dash. So give me a second, we'll knock out this test drive. All right, y'all, we'll go ahead and start this test drive in the GS. One thing I do want to point out, I drove this car over the weekend, probably put like 100 miles on it. I love the way this car drove, but super dope. Still got your key removal working, the buzzer. So I think that's dope. You know, that normally goes out over time. Let me go ahead and fire her up. Oh, wrong key. Got all these keys on here. As you see, she fires right up. I'm gonna put my seatbelt on. I just wanted to show you guys. As soon as I put it in drive, fasten seatbelt light pops up. I put her back in park. Let me put my seatbelt on. I'm gonna lay down for a split second. There we go. All right. Super cool steering wheel. I'm sorry. Horn button still works. Left turn signal, right turn signal. Wiper blades. Lights are on. I can see them there and in the front. Compressor kicked on. Fan is blowing. I know the radio works because I had it on. Sounds good as well. Aftermarket speakers, of course. Everything else is manual. Go ahead and put the top up. Top is in excellent condition. No rips or anywhere. You guys can see from the inside, the black looks nice and clean. Glass back as well. Got to put the top up because it's like 35 degrees outside. So let's go ahead and lock this down. Oops. All right, got that one. Sorry for all the movement, but trying to do it in real time. Again, I'm telling you guys, I drove this car, went to the barber shop, took my daughter to practice. I just love this car. I set the clock because I couldn't believe that the clock works. This is actually the right time and it's still going. The temperature never got over halfway. Oil pressure was accurate, and I saw the gas go down after we filled it. That was accurate. One thing that I do love about these GS's, these Skylarks, I love the shifter. I know it's a minor thing, but myself, being a Chevelle person, the number one thing I had to have my horseshoe shifter. I love how this is the same, but I like the extra, let's say, luxurious fact. The full chrome plate, and then how it goes into the wood, the Buick. I think that's super dope. Like, I just think it's a super dope design console, and you know, unique. All right, let's go ahead. Like I said, we'll knock out this test drive. I drove this car because I knew it was gonna get cold. So Friday and Saturday, it was like our last 2 warm days. It was like 72 out. So I knew I wanted to drive a convertible, obviously. And then I just wanted to see how good this one drove, because I knew once we had bought it, it was somebody's baby. It was just, you know, I knew they took care of it. So like I said, I put like 100 miles on this thing. It drove with 0 issues, no flaws. Speedometer is working. It's coming up with no issues at all. Alignment, hands off. She was tracking straight. Brakes felt good. There was no pull. They weren't overly firm. Throttle response, as you guys can hear, she sounds good. She was shifting smooth. Doing about 35 now. You can see no shake in the hood or anywhere else in the car. And I didn't hear any rattling in the windows either when I had the top down. So should have rolled these windows up, because I ain't gonna lie, my ears is freezing right now. But living, you learn. And it's crazy too, because it's like our last day of being cold. Not our last, but the rest of the week we should be back in the 60s with a high of 70 on a day or two. That's not this car squeaking either with the brakes. It's the Benz that's behind us. So I don't know if you guys heard that, but I could. Again, this car sounds beautiful, drives beautiful, not all over the road, hands off the wheel. Like I said, this 350, this is like one of them cars. First, I know we always talk like with them Cutlasses and Chevelles, you know, 350 cars, beautiful body, good paint. It's a good candidate to do a swap, rather it's an LS swap or a big block, whatever you want to do. I ain't gonna lie, I would probably leave this car the way it is. I think the appeal of this car is, you know, that 350 motor. and you know, just everything else. I probably wouldn't do too much to it. Go through the suspension, make sure she's nice and safe, do a big brake kit, and keep it rolling. Like, I think the benefit of this car is how well maintained it's been and how well it drives. So I'm gonna get back and throw her on the rack so you guys can see on. All right, we got the Skylark up on the rack. Looking at the rear bumper again, beautiful, no rust, no dents. Chrome is nice and bright, just the way you like it. Gas tank looks solid. It's obviously been coated at some point in time, but no signs of any leaks. Frame and trunk pans look solid. 10-bolt rear end, no leaks. Glass packs. Let's go ahead and go down the passenger side. Frame is nice and straight, no issues there. And these floors, amazing. You can tell they got the factory coating on them still. No soft spots, no holes, nothing that I need to point out at all. We're gonna come down this driver side. Frame is nice and straight as well. And then again, nothing on the floors. No issues anywhere under there. No signs of leak from the oil or trans pan. Again, I probably put 100 miles on this car. No issues there. Disc brakes up in the front, drums in the rear. All suspension looks stock. Everything looks nice and clean underneath. Nothing to point out there. Front bumper, same as the rear. Chrome looks beautiful, nice and bright. No dents, no rust. And then as we come down this passenger side, wheel wells look good. Tires are new at all 4 corners, so we won't point that out again. Underneath, the body looks great. I don't see any runs or bubbling, and the chrome cladding looks solid. Passenger rear quarter, no signs of any cracks. Let's get on this driver side. Same thing with the driver side. I don't see any bubbling or cracks or anything to point out. And we'll come down this driver's side. Chrome cladding's good, and again, no runs, no bubbling. Just all super solid. The top is in excellent condition. You guys can see it's nice and tight. Probably a newer top. I can tell by how thick the pads are. So sometime it had to be replaced recently. Glass looks great, no cracks, and like I said, the top is nice and tight. Let's get these headlights. If you guys are interested in this Skylark, give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe below.